Have you ever found yourself staring at a long string of text, wondering how to turn it into something more manageable? If that's you, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to convert a string into an array in PHP. I totally get it. It can be really frustrating when you have data formatted in a way that makes it hard to work with. You're not alone in this. Many developers face this challenge when dealing with strings. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I convert this string into an array? They provided a string that looks like this: 12 in shoes and 28 in jewelry and 30 in watch and 96 in beauty and 98 in kids baby. If this sounds familiar, let's dive into the solution together. So what's the issue here? The string is formatted with ampersands separating the keys and values. Our goal is to split this string into an associative array where each key corresponds to a value. Let's break it down step by step. And stick around. I have a quick and efficient PHP function to share at the end that will make this process a breeze. To convert a string to an array in PHP, the user can start by using the explode function. This function splits a string by a specified delimiter. In this case, the delimiter is the ampersand symbol. Next, the user needs to format the array into key value pairs. This can be achieved by using a loop to iterate through the array and assign the values accordingly. After that, the user should handle the last element of the array. Since the last item may not have a corresponding key, it should be added separately if it exists. Finally, the user can print the resulting array to verify the output. This will show the key value pairs as intended. Here's a quick example of how the code would look. You can see how we use explode and a simple loop to achieve the desired output. Fun fact: did you know that PHP was originally created as a simple set of tools for building personal homepages? Now it's a powerful language used for web development worldwide. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to converting a string to an array in PHP involves using the explode function. This user prefers a simpler method over regex. They first split the string by the delimiter, then iterate through the resulting array to build the final associative array. During the iteration, if the element is numeric, it becomes a key in the result array. If it's a string, it gets appended to the last numeric key. This way, you can effectively group the items together. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using the pregmatchAll function to convert the string into an array. They first extract the keys and values using a regular expression, then combine them into an associative array. For a shorter version, they recommend using a single pregmatchAll call with a more specific pattern to directly create the associative array using arrayCombine. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests using the pregSplitDelimCapture function with pregsplit. This method splits the string into an array based on the numeric values. In the code, a for each loop is used to iterate through the array. It checks for even keys to assign values to the result array, trimming any unwanted characters. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests using the pregmatchAll function to convert the string into an array. They note that while this method works, it has a limitation. It won't function correctly if the values contain numbers. The user also mentions a challenge with filtering out the last ampersand at the end of each value, indicating that they are still figuring out how to handle this with regular expressions. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative solution provided by a user involves using the pregmatchAll function to convert the string into an array. This method accommodates cases where the value can include an ampersand followed by letters. The output of this code will give you an array with keys and values as intended. including the correct handling of kids and baby. And here's the pro tip. Always validate your input string before processing it. This will save you from unexpected errors and make your code more robust. And there you have it. You now know how to convert a string into an array in PHP. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more coding tips and tricks.